minute until midnight. I'm just wondering where you at. Just thought I'd call and wish you good night. I left my key under the mat. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
Welcome for free live tarot readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. Let me turn that off and let me turn this to this other thing. All right, we got a little technical difficulty starting off the stream, but we're all right now. There we go. What's going on? Bartman, welcome. Roseanne, CM, Sahu, Voyage, Elevate. Oh, I get it. Elevate. Okay, Patty and Roseanne, and how's everybody doing? We got solstice, we got a conjunction, we got Christmas, and we got Hanukkah. It's all munged into one big thing. Roseanne, or a traditional tarot deck. I don't know. Clarity, welcome. How you doing? Well-tempered, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Where will psychic and mediumship work take me? Well, let's find out. Let's see where that is going to take you. By using a deck of cards. Let's see, what deck are we going to use for that? We're going to check that out by using a, I started off tonight with the good old-fashioned, everybody's favorite Dark Mansion, Just get the Dark Mansion, throw it down, get it done. Marina, Tammy, and Evan, good evening. How are you doing tonight? So good to see everybody. Monday's usually slow, but we're packed with people, so that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Oh, didn't see Ghosty, though. My gift card. Oh, CM, you got a gift card. That's nice. Well, at least you got to see everybody. Did you have to wear like a hazmat suit? They require a hazmat suit to come on in? I don't know. Let's see about... Where will psychic mediumship take me? And somebody is emailing me. Oh, there you go. All right. Oh, let's see. Where's everybody going to be on the psychic mediumship? Where is it going to take you? Ten of Swords is sort of interesting. Queen of Pentacles, Queen, another Queen, and the Chariot. All right, definitely sort of a movement on there. I think you're moving into something where you're going to be a little more comfortable with sort of how you're doing that and what you're doing. I think as you sort of move into that, Magic and Booboo, hello, how you doing? I think as you get into this and get more serious into this, I think you want to start reading live for people in real life. You know what I mean? I think as COVID chills down, everything sort of settles down. I think you have more opportunities to read for people in real life. I think that's going to be one thing that you're going to be pretty passionate about. Overall, as you sort of get more and more into this, I do think it's sort of a snowball effect where as you do more of it, you get more interested in other things. So you quickly and very rapidly expand what you're doing and whatnot. Ten of Swords says once you're in there, you're very pretty much addicted to it. And again, you sort of start expanding and like, well, now I want to learn Kabbalah. Now I want to learn runes. Now I want to learn oracles. And Roseanne, thank you for your donation. Zion Marina and Head Troll, how you doing? So the more you do it, the more you want to expand it. I think that you get into a situation where you're just constantly learning. You're more and more excited about it. We have the Queen of Cups, the excitement, the emotion that you sort of put forth and get with that. Queen of Pentacles, as you earn more money, you're reinvesting into more books, you're doing more research, you're having more fun, and I think that becomes just a real passion for you. And again, I think the more that you see income sort of rolling in, the more passionate you become about this. The Chariot, again, points to sort of meeting people elsewhere, meeting people in person. I think that becomes one of your passions as well. Again, once the COVID thing settles down and we get back to something called normal, I think, again, that you start doing that, and that is going to be well worth your time and energy. So there you go. All right, Roseanne, did you have a question, Roseanne? Let me know. Let's see, looking around, and I don't see a question. Roseanne, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you again. In the meantime, what else we got going on? Josu addicting. There you go. There you go. Roseanne, should I make a winter themed or a stare of both or neither? Uh-oh. We have a throwdown. We have a throwdown for Roseanne. Throwdown. There we go. A throwdown. I think I butchered your spelling of your name here. Let me put an E on the end of it. There we go. That is much better. All right, Roseanne, let's check that out by using the standard tarot for the throwdown, which is going to be, which one is the throwdown button? It is
time for a tarot throwdown.
There we go. Throwdown. On the left is going to be the winter theme. Winter theme is going to be on the left, and the standard is going to be on the right. I mean, do you really want standard? Do you want a winter theme? It is winter. But the problem is by the time you finish with it, it's going to be summer. So then you're like, well, I don't know. I don't know. Which is it going to be? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Winter theme or standard? We're going to look at that. I mean, I think you have a lot of investment in both. Yeah. I would go standard. I mean, standard has sort of the standard does have the Wheel of Fortune, which is going to be advantageous for you. Standard also has just this feel of you can get it and run with your own theme. I think once you're actually doing it, once you're literally running with it, you start expanding it. I don't think that you're going to be happy just making a standard rider weight. I think that you're going to get it and you're going to start just expanding your imagination. You're going to get pretty excited about it. And overall, I think the standard wins. I don't think the winner is going to be viable. One, it's going to take you so long to make it, and now you feel like I'm in a hurry to make this winter thing, but I don't think it just works. You know what I mean? You have the winter weight that already came out and whatnot, and you started competing against that. That did gangbusters over there on Indiegogo, but I mean, it just feels like a thing to where once you finish the winter, now it's not winter, now it's spring or summer or whatnot. The regular rider weight is going to be good year round. It gives you a good feel for that. And I think it's going to be something where you don't feel rushed. Like I need to finish this in the winter, or now it's awkward because we're in the summer. It's a winter weight. What am I doing? Overall, I think the standard works for you. Elaine, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Haley, welcome. How are you doing? Mama Bina, hello. Mama Bina, it's good to see you. All right. She was thinking about. Is Yas thinking about me? If so, what is she thinking about? Okay. Thinking about, and more thinking about. Let's see if Yas is thinking about. Jen, what is going on? Good to see you. Oh, if I'm thinking about somebody, what deck would I be thinking about? If I'm thinking about it, I would go with my standard deck. By the way, the last Waterfall Tarot is sold. It is now officially sold out. I have one Echoes of Nature deck I found in a box. It was at the bottom of a box. So if you want Echoes of Nature, it is up on the site. I have one deck, and that is the end of all the stuff that I sell, except for the digital stuff. So all the physical stuff is now gone after that Echoes of Nature is out of here. All right. Let's see, Elaine is just bored. Well, now you're not bored. You get to watch me be weird and wild and all the usual stuff that I'm at. I'm just thinking about Thinking about the yes, thinking about us. If they're thinking about it, what are they thinking about? All right. Let's see. What are they thinking about if they're thinking about? Let's see. So number one, are they thinking about us? Because that sort of precludes the second question. Ace of Cups. I think they still have this emotional connection. I do think that there was some emotional thing that happened. It seemed to be this emotional back and forth and whatnot. But yeah, the Ace of Cups says there was this emotional deal that went on. They did sort of invest a lot of time in you, it feels like. It feels like that they've invested more time in you. Latasha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But they have invested some time. They have invested some thought in you. So as far as what they sort of thinking about, as far as thinking about you, they have invested some time in. You know, this is sort of I've done some things. I've done some work, and I want to sort of see the reward from that. The Three of Pentacles, though, says it seems like we need to start over. It seems like the time that they invested is not exactly optimal, or it didn't exactly go as far as where they wanted it to go. And so at the end of the day, they're like, well, you know, maybe I want to revise this. Maybe I want to move this in a different direction, whatnot. But it does seem like we do have that feeling of we need to start over. We need to do some work. We need to start over, and that kind of feel there. The King of Pentacles says that basically it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth the time invested in you. It is going to be worth it. And I think it's going to be the general feel of that. Now, do we have all the cards for like love, or do we have any cards for friendship? Or again, don't have anything here like that. It feels like that this whole thing is a bit disconnected, even more disconnected than I think maybe you're expecting. But at the end of the day, it just feels like that they want to get back to some place that you were before. It feels like something was sort of disjointed, disconnected with that. And it feels like just sort of a very shallow surface level thing here, where we're doing work, we're investing time, we have a little bit of an emotional connection and whatnot, but we don't have anything real. So again, very shallow, very surface level type connection with that. Booboo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Cheryl, welcome. Cheryl, I need to reply to your reading request. I still need to do that. I'll do that tomorrow, Cheryl. Cheryl, I will do that tomorrow. All right, the D jokes. I haven't heard any D jokes. I haven't heard a single D joke yet. All right, let's see. But the night is still young. Oh, there's the D. All right, so we needed the D question. Latasha got it. Is D for me? All right, let's see. Because
Everybody loves the D.
everybody does love the D. All right. Is D for me. All right, let's see where we're going with the D. See if the D is going to fit, you know? See if the D is going to fit into the situation. See how that goes. We'll do that. We will do that with the, so she still has feelings. Yeah, but it is very surface level. Actually, don't worry about it. No, okay, Cheryl. I won't worry about it then. Sorry about that. I got involved with many other things and completely forgot about that. Okay. I think tarot covers everything. Could be. It could be. Maybe not. All depends. I'll run a report for you, though. I'll run a report for you, and I'll get it to you today, actually. I'll do it like right after the stream. Tasty Tarot on Kickstarter. That's right. Please support the Tasty Tarot, because if not, I'm going to hit that cancel button. Real Simple Earth Jada. What is going on? Hello. How you doing? Means surface level. Means it's just not a whole lot of depth to it. Very surface level. Not a whole lot of depth. Not a whole lot of sort of commitment. Not a whole lot of depth in there. All right. Is D for me? Ten of Wheels? Absolutely. Ten of Wheels is probably, if you're looking for a match, if you're looking for a relation. Okay, well, somebody just bought the Echoes of Nature, so now I'm out of everything. Okay, the Ten of Wheels, if somebody is looking for a good investment, in other words, not investment, if somebody's looking for a good relationship reading where we have something positive, we have some good stuff sort of at the end of that. The Ten of Wheels says yes. That is the happy home, the happy ending card. No pun intended. we have the happy home, the happy ending, where everything is great, everything is going well, we're moving towards that, especially when it's in the first spot. That's really critical that that's in the first spot. It's the best relationship card that you can get. I mean, it's looking for basically everything worked out, everything is positive, you are absolutely there. 7 of Swords, then we have the 2 of Wheels and the 4 of Wheels. That doesn't mean everything is roses and puppies for sure. D has quite a bit of problems. The first one, the 7 of Swords, D has eyes on other people. We do sort of see that. By the way, entertainment purposes only. D has sort of eyes for other people, where they're sort of, occasionally just take a look or occasionally give it a thought or whatnot. I think they're still in that mode for that. The 2 of Wheels also says they feel a little bit restricted by the whole thing. If you have something sort of in there, if you have, the D jokes are just nonstop. If you have something going and the pathway is going pretty positively, they feel constricted. They feel like an open relationship may be something better. They feel a little bit of constriction with that. And that's because of the 4 of Wheels, sort of the greed card. I want everything my way. You know what I mean? I want everything my way. And sometimes I may not be able to negotiate it out or that kind of thing. Anyway, well, there you go. Anyway, yeah, the D is for you indeed. The D is for you. What is it? Don't beat up the D. Yeah, don't beat the D, Don't beat up the D. You need to play nice with the D. Stroke it, just relax and okay. Will I ever speak to D again? Sunflower joins the D crowd because
Everybody loves the D.
Does the D talk? Will they ever speak to me again? Latasha, that's entertainment purposes only. Never take any relationship action based upon a fat man reading cards on YouTube. There you go. All right, let's go for a little bit of the Greg. A little bit of the Greg. Where's Greg go? There he is. The Gregory Scott Tarot. There we go. All right. Does the D talk? Will the D speak to me again? And if so, what will it say? What will the D say? Oh, let's see. Don't beat it. You got to stroke the D. You got to be nice to the D. Stroke it. Be nice to the D. All right. So, are they going to speak to you again? Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, 3 of Wands, and 2 of Swords. And it looks it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that they're going to be able to talk to you again. I don't see any good swords in here, which I expected to see. The 2 of Swords is a little bit of I'm going to watch what you do. I'm going to keep an eye on you. But at the end of the day, I'm not really going to reach out and do anything. Ace of Pentacles, I've started other things. I have other things to do. I have other things to keep up with and all of this good stuff. But the Ace of Pentacles says, sometimes it's time just to move on. It's time to get some other actions going. It's time to get some other feelings sort of moving in there. 2 of Swords, I'm going to still watch Sunflower. I'm going to check Sunflower out, but speak to them, looks kind of iffy. Temperance almost says like that they're in a different place than they were originally. They sort of moved into a different spot, moved into something a little bit, on the other side. And again, moving on, I'll watch what happens, but at the end of the day, I'm not really just going to dive in and do all of that stuff. So there you go. The 3 of Wands also points to just shopping around, moving around. Again, it just feels like that it's time to get to the next project. It's time to move on to the next big thing. So it just doesn't feel like that they're going to speak to you again. It feels like they're just moving on. Now, bottom line, will they speak to you again? I think if they had the opportunity, or if they're in the same room or something, I think that you would speak to them again, but there needs to be a lot of time in between that. So, there you go. All right. Why watch me if you're not going to speak to me? A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. they'll just keep an eye on you, see what you're up to, you know, keep up on the news. I can't wait for the book to come out in April. Need a new twist with the tarot. By the way, I started a brand new book. All right, can I download this picture? Is it going to let me download the picture? Is it going to be a complete butthole to me? Mr. Internet Browser, are you going to be a butthole to me? Are you going to do that to me today? Is that going to be a thing? Hopefully not. Ooh, it is. It is. It's going to let me do it. Let's go to downloads and let's put it on the screen. All right, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'll show you what I'm going to do over here. So let's go to the screen. Let's make a new thing and let's call it image 4. Let's grab it from downloads and do that. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm coming out with a new book, and this new book is going to be the best thing I've ever written. All right, here you go. This is going to be the de facto best book you've ever read. So we have The Fool, for example, and see those symbols over here. Those symbols actually mean something. So there's different symbols that you can see on cards that'll indicate what the card is used for, what kind of action they trigger, what kind of things they do. And then you have the card over here. Then you have a full explanation. And then you have sort of a comparison of old school versus new school. And then you sort of get a comparison of the Fool movement card versus movement card, what it's going to be useful for, how to read with it, and then what cards are going to be around it. And the next page after this shows like 20 different readings with the Fool. So you get to see it in action and get to understand it in a spread and whatnot. And it's also going to include every tutorial on YouTube. Every tutorial I've ever done, it's going to have it. It is going to have it. So that Kickstarter is going live in January. It is going to have all 1,100 videos worth of information in one big, colorful, beautiful book. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Reading title. Let's go for, what was the message of the dream I saw last night? Well, good news. I have a dream tarot. There you go. Joy E, can I see your tarot collection? Well, here's 70 of them. Here's 70 of them. I have about 40 more. So here's the 70. We'll back it up. You can see the entire thing. There you go. You can see the whole thing. Well, you can't see the whole thing. Back it up more. There we go. Now you can see the entire thing. All right. Let's see. What's the message I have on the dream? Speaking of dreams, we do indeed have the Dream Tarot. We have a dedicated tarot for the purposes of reading dreams, and we're going to use that tonight. If I can find the button. Where's the button? Did I take the button off? Oh, no. Tell me I didn't take the button off. Where is it? I have the star. Okay, apparently I took the button off. Why would I do that? I think I replaced it with a bunch of other buttons. Anyway, this is an actual dream tarot. Oh, no, here it is. Mystical Dream. There you go. Mystical Dream Tarot. What's the name? What's the name of the yellow tarot on the third row far right? I don't know. What's the name of this? I don't know. Okay. What's the name of the yellow tarot on the third row on the far right? This one? You mean this one here? That is the Shadowland Tarot. That is the Shadowland Tarot. Anyway, okay, let's go for this. What was the message of the dream I saw last night? I don't know what Google's Kickstarter is. Well, good news. After the Kickstarter's over, it'll be on Etsy, so screw it, you know. You don't have to do Kickstarter. You can just do Etsy. All right. That is that's the one I just put up there. All right. Let's see. This is not a common dream. I think this dream was special. It's not a common dream. It was an interesting dream, to be sure. So it's not a common dream. It was something unusual. I think it had a specific message that they wanted to tell you. This is very, very, very specific. So look at what the specific is. The Five of Pentacles. I think that you're in a situation where you need help. You need some assistance with something. You backed yourself into something that you're just like, oh, maybe I need a little assistance with this. I'm trying to work this out. What your mind is doing is just trying to work out the solution while you're asleep, basically, if this particular thing. The Five of Pentacles, it feels like you need help, feels like you're in over your head, but you are sort of excited about it. I think there's this sort of this root thing to where you want to be able to resolve situations. You want to be able to do everything yourself and be able to be independent with a lot of different things. The Seven of Pentacles being reversed, however, it seems that the work that you're putting into this feels like that it's not very productive. It feels like that you work at it, you work trying to solve it, you've thought about it, and you're not really coming up with just a viable solution that's going to be 100%. Ace of Cups, it feels like you feel abandoned sometimes. When you do ask for help, when you're trying to get stuff, you feel like that you're backed into a corner, you just feel abandoned with that. So your dream is just trying to work the situation out itself, and hopefully, it'll sort of give you some hints as you wake up and whatnot. So the Nine of Cups reversed says, again, you feel a bit emotionally disconnected. I think one of the best things you can do here, since this is a very specific dream for a very specific purpose, is to write down your dream. So you put your phone next to your bed and make sure the audio recorder app is open. And then when you wake up, open that audio recorder app and just tell into the app what your dream was as specific as you can be. And that way you sort of write it down for later, and then you can listen to it and just sort of try to work out exactly what the details are. But again, I think it's trying to work out the situation because you feel that you need help and you feel a little overwhelmed in some ways for one situation that's going on right now. Philippe, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. All right. Who ordered the last tarot deck? Let's see, whoever ordered that. Roseanne, thank you for ordering the last tarot deck. Roseanne, I'll get that out to you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Magic. What can I expect for tonight's winter solstice? That's magic. That is a very specific time frame. Let's figure out how that's going to go. All right. M51. Tonight, what is going to happen with it? You see if something's going to launch. I really get a good feeling that something's going to launch right now. You got something launching. You got something starting. I don't think it's going to wait for you. I wish I had the winter wait. That's one of the tarots I wish I had backed is the winter wait, because I think that would be really good. I think that would be really good for right about now. Just saying. All right. We'll see how that is going to go. I think you're starting something. I think you got some things going on. Let's see what it is, though. Get a little more specific on what exactly is sort of cranking up here. Oh, what do we got? Oh, the Ace of, yeah, you do have something. Ace of Wands has this starting up thing. And you do have a little bit of that Knight of Cups feel, judgment. Actually, I think that you're moving in for the winter. I think for the winter, we're moving into a situation where you're going to get this, it feels like this long distance relationship starting or something that's long distance with that. We got the Nine of Cups talking about Mr. Ms. Romance, what have you. And the Knight of Cups is sort of the start of this romance or start of a new connection, somebody that is going to be connected with us. I think that's sort of coming around the corner and it's occurring during the winter time. I think almost it's somebody that you have not really run into before, but you've seen them around before. And it's maybe a long distance thing as well. You do have judgment, sort of the scales, and you do have a window. By the way, this is covered in my new book, by the way. When you see a window and you're thinking of a relationship, you're thinking of some type of connection, a window many times points to a long distance relationship. So that is going to be also a thing. Windows point to long distance relationship a lot of times, even if it's a connection, business connection, could be long distance, just a standard, sort of talking to somebody and they're sort of interesting and you just sort of want to know what's up, a romance or what have you. A lot of times a window will point to that. Not saying that the Five of Pentacles should be completely ignored, but it's a little bit of a hint when you have a connection like the Knight of Cups, you're sneaking into that. You want to get more info. You could be long distance with that five, right? The Five of Pentacles does point to the distance being a bit of a pain in the butt. the bottom line, the distance is sometimes a pain in the butt. Ace of Wands, though, says this is something that you do want to chase. You want to get to know the person. You want to sort of get comfortable with them. And I think this is going to be something that'll be very interesting. And again, this sort of occurs during the winter. I think you have a lot of stuff going on in the winter magic. It feels like this sort of your creativity is sort of jumbling up a little bit. It's sort of bubbling up. It's sort of ready to sort of take flight. I think that's going to be one of the key factors here for you, especially with judgment. Again, a little bit of that, sort of feeling that effort being mutually beneficial to everybody. So there you go. All right. The video has stopped. The video has not stopped. I think we're doing good. We're green across the board. Ursula, we appear to be green across the board. All right. On my side, I do have a very hefty internet connection, so we should be good. Should be good. You may want to just reload everything. All right. Advice for manifesting journey. PT, physical training. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Any advice for the journey? See how that goes. Let's use the oak, ash, and thorn. One of my favorites. Jen, you got an interview. Congratulations, Jen. If I don't get another donation, I will definitely check that out next. All right. You left an oak and you came back and it's okay now. That happens sometimes. Sometimes YouTube is just a butt. It's just a pain in the butt. All right. Oak, ash, and thorn. This is such a great deck. I'm very, very happy that I trimmed it too. There's no two ways about that. I'm extremely happy that I trimmed it. All right. I don't know. I wrote the author and said hello, and they said hello back, but apparently they watched the channel. So if they're watching the channel, then I'm just saying this trimmed looks really good. If you release this, borderless, I'm just saying I'd buy it again. All right. Oh, advice for the manifesting journey. The Queen, the Magician, the Hierophant, and the World. All right. You're better than most people. Bottom line, you're better than most people. I mean, PT, you have all majors here, obviously, except for one. But so that just points to that your abilities are very tuned. I think that you're able to do a lot of things that most people can't, quite frankly, as far as manifesting. The Magician points this out. You'll notice this pattern here. How freaking fascinating is this? Look at this, everybody. We have the Magician starting a spew of majors. It's like the Magician's bringing in the majors. You know what I mean? The Magician is like Santa coming down the chimney, just sort of giving us majors and bringing in these presents. And the Magician is sort of shuffling in these majors into here. The Magician shows that you're able to produce major results. You have that power. Obviously, the Magician's the master of everything, all of the elements, but the Magician is sort of shuffling in all of these majors. In other words, the Magician has the power to produce big things. Bottom line, the Magician produces big things. Hierophant as well. I think when you get serious with it, in other words, you dedicate yourself in a little 5-10 minute segment or whatever that you're doing the manifestation, make sure that you're not interrupted. That's your key here. The Hierophant, being serious with it, being focused with it, brings in the World, which again is just a great manifesting card. So it's all about not being interrupted, sort of focusing in on that. Booboo, thank you for Jen's reading. Jen, thank Booboo. I appreciate that. But it feels like that you able to focus that energy and not be interrupted and be super serious with it. Don't take it lightly. Be very serious and dedicated with it. Queen of Cups says be emotional as well. The Queen of Cups is emotion, water of emotion, and it points to being emotional. In other words, have the emotional hook. So don't just do it to do it. Have the emotion within it. Be passionate. Be like super emotional where you're just sort of tingling all over, no pun intended, as you do the manifestations. And I think that is going to be your key factor here. But I think that bottom line, you're able to manifest things other people can't. So there you go. All right. My cards don't like to fly into my hands. Maybe not. Maybe not. Cappy, Aquarius, real intentions, not the fake intentions, but the real intentions with me. Cappy, let's see what the real intentions are going to be. All right, get a little CR there. CR, Aquarius, I need to put an A there. I'm really a Virgo. I am really a Virgo. Kristen, what is going on? How you doing tonight? Oh, let's see about real intentions. Let's go for it. Go forth and be merry, and see about some real intentions. Where's the box? I brought here it is. Hermetic Tarot, in case you're wondering what this is. What this is. A little bit of a hermetic action there. I actually ran out of buttons. That's why in case you're wondering why I put the box on the table sometimes, and other times I have it floating on the screen. It's because I ran out of buttons on my little device. I have so many freaking tarots that I ran out of the buttons. Okay. Yeah, not the imaginary, the real intentions with the Aquarius. Four of Wands, they want to make house. They want to play house. They want to be in a house with you. They want to be in something with you. The Four of Wands is that newlywed feel to where everything is joined together and we're together once again and we have all this fascinating stuff. Maggie, welcome. Maggie, the new person. How's it going? Maggie, have you ever seen a magic trick on a tarot show? Maggie, have you ever seen a magic trick on a tarot show? The Queen of Wands being reversed. It says that they want you to take over. Cappy, they want you to be in charge. They want you to take over a lot of different things. I don't think they want to be doing a whole lot of anything. I think they would prefer you to take over some things. I think they think that you are good at certain things and they're bad at them. So you have your skills, they have their skills and whatnot. So it feels like that they want you to take over a lot of different aspects when it comes to the relationship. Two of Swords, yeah, sometimes they really don't know what you think. You got to tell them. You got to tell them. You got to be communicating with that. And Seven of Wands, don't be too defensive. Don't be too defensive with that. I think that they're okay. They want to make house. They want to be in a relationship. They're good with all of that good stuff. The Seven of Wands says don't be defensive, though. A lot of times they see you being defensive and they're just not ready to deal with that. They don't want to deal with a lot of that. You know what I mean? All right. Work with them. 78 Doors Tarot. You said that before or in a comment or something. Let me look real quick. Let me look what we're doing here. 78 Doors Tarot. Which one was this? I went and I looked it up. Okay, you're talking about from Antonella, Pietro and Antonella, Amazon Tarot 78 Doors. 78 Doors back in 2005? That can't be yet. I have no idea what you're asking about then. Customer reviews, Tarot 78 Doors. Can you link it? I searched 78 Doors Tarot and it ain't coming up. It's coming up from 2005. Hotel room. Indeed. It means a room or a place or a house. Diana and Nancy, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Link it for me, Kozaya, because I have no idea. I looked, the only one I found is one from 2005. So I'm assuming that's not the one that you mean. Jen. All right. Jen wants to know, love to know if the job of interviewing for the 5th is going to be a good job. Okay. Let's see. If the job on the 5th is going to be a good job for me. Ms. M, welcome. How you doing tonight? L, apparently, yes. All right. So all the new people, they want to see a magic trick. So, you got to make all the new people happy. If you're new here, by the way, I am Tarot Oracle, and I do magic and tarot. So, we have $5. So we're going out for Christmas presents. We need to get some tarot cards. All we have is $5. You need more than $5 to get some decent tarot decks. You just snap like that. And then we have a little more money to go shopping. You know what I mean? Grab some tarot, maybe grab the, maybe grab the 78 Doors Tarot. And I have no idea, but, just overall, we just go grab a little bit more tarot with a little bit more money. So that is the money trick. All right. In the meantime, it's going to be a good job for me when I go with the interview. By the way, if you're new here, this is my tarot tower. There's a video on my channel. for how to build one of these for yourself. You can build one of these for only $20. I swear it's true. And also hit that like and sub. Hit that, show me that you love me. Hit that like and sub. I have made 1,100 videos for you to watch on this channel. If you appreciate me, if you're like, damn, that's a lot of videos, he works hard, and I want to thank him, hit that like button. It takes 1 second. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate that like button, that subscribe button, because we have 4K flip throughs up in here. We have all of the newest, coolest tarot decks here. We have free lessons. That's right. You don't have to pay for anything. We have everything is free. We have free lessons over here. We got handouts for the lessons as well. And 1,100 videos is a lot of videos. I'm just saying. So the job is, oh, that looks like a really crappy job. Oh, that looks like a really That looks like a really crappy job. This looks like a terrible job. So, all right. Entertainment purposes only. Jen, the job looks terrible. I mean, I'm just saying the job looks absolutely terrible. We have the heartbreak card. We have the cruelty card. We have the emotional detriment, the emotional disappointment card. Elle, thank you for your donation. I'm just saying, this looks terrible. It looks like you're going to leave almost immediately. There's no good cards here, Jen. And I wanted you to be happy, Jen. I wanted to tell you that this job was going to be magical, that you were going to get there and you were going to just be the happiest employee in the world. But it looks like that this is horrid. But basically, yeah. So there's that. There's that. Sorry about that, Jen. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. My cap guy's current feelings for me. Aw, you know what we need for this? You know what we need for this? You know what we need for this? The Modern Love Tarot. My new favorite, my default for all things lovey-dovey on the channel. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Tabitha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Get you some love. Speaking of love, Tabitha wants to know about love as well. Please don't apologize. It's all good. Well, that's good. That's good. See, I wanted to give you all this good news for it. It just looks awful. So, yeah, I would run the other way. By the way, entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? Speaking of 4, the 4's back. Look at how freaking pretty this is. Okay. Done with oil pastels. The artist actually posted on the review. Okay, so I'm gonna buy some oil pastels. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna buy me some oil pastels. They're only $20 and you get 50 of them. So I'm gonna spend the 20. I'm gonna put a $20 down. I'm gonna see what I can do, because this artwork is stunning. And if this is oil pastel, I love pastels, and I'll take a dive into oil pastels. I like regular pastels, but I'll give it a shot. Knight of Swords. All right, what are we looking? Cap guy's current feelings about me. We got wrong title. Let's see. Cap's current feelings. Let's see how they're going. Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I mean, the cap wants to be the center of attention. They want to be the center of attention. They feel like that if you could pay a little more attention, they'd be all right. They want to be the center of attention. This knight over here, this knight over here. We got a lot of knights. We got a lot of movement. They really need to be the center of attention. They also want to sort of be around. They want to go places. They want to be out and about. They definitely don't want to be sort of sitting at home and just sort of relaxing a little bit like that. 4 of Swords, again, they want to sort of be out and about. They want to do things. They want to go places. I think they want to be sort of a big part of what they want to be is, again, getting attention and enjoying the time with you. So it's like one of those things where once we're together, I really want to enjoy the time there. I don't want to waste a bunch of time. I don't want to argue. I don't want to bicker. I really want to sort of see, where, where we're at and have a good relationship. So the less bickering, the less fighting when we're there, the limited time we have and whatnot, it's going to be for the best. The night, again, let's go out and about. Let's do things for one's bottom line. They want, they're saying that I want a good relationship, with a steady relationship, with a lot of good things, a lot of sort of, nice things around it. So, there you go. Modern Muse Tarot, hello. How are you doing tonight? It is Monday night. We're doing all right. Normally Monday night's slow, but apparently Monday night's packed. We had 50 people a minute ago. All right, Nancy, will I have a chance with the Leo? Get a little bit of that Leo love going. Look at that, Leo love. Nancy. Leo love. I've been hypnotherapy for quite some time. Some are scammers, some are amazing. I'm a lady for weight loss. I've done hypnosis for 20 years, for about 20 years, something like that. Nate, welcome back. How you doing? It has been a minute, Nate. How have you been? All right. We'll do a little bit of the Ciro Marchetti tonight. A little bit of the Ciro Marchetti. See some Leo love and how that love is feeling. How that Leo is feeling as well. All right. Will we have a chance, though? Get a little bit of that love in. Will we have a chance? Is that going to be a thing? Oh, let's look at that. High Priestess, the Devil, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. Okay. The Leo needs their space. Bottom line, the Leo needs some space. It's not like, okay, error, try again. Okay, let me show the link. Okay, hang on, let me go to this link and see the 78 tarot. And of course it's not working. Okay, I'll check it out later. All right. The Leo needs their space. Bottom line, I think if they get crowded, they're not going to be too pleased at all with this. You know what I mean? Ace of Swords. They like to talk. They like to talk, but they like their space. Being a Leo, they're going to like that attention, obviously. They're going to like the praise, obviously. It's a Leo and whatnot. But the Ace of Swords says, like to talk back and forth, sort of get the required amount of attention, sort of feel that sort of happening with all of that. Eight of Wands, they really want to take it easy. They don't want to just rush into anything. They do sort of want to be a little bit laid back, a little bit of relaxed. High Priestess and the Devil. I think they have a lot of things going on that you may not be aware of. You know what I mean? You may not be kind of aware of that or whatnot. But yeah, the Devil says they have some other things going. They have some sort of interesting aspects to them that you don't know about yet. I think they're a little bit complex. And if you want to sort of dive into that, that's going to be up to you. High Priestess being reversed says they're going to be sort of standoffish at first. Definitely a little bit of a standoffish, and that is going to be, that's going to be one of those things. Standoffish, but they like to communicate. So, yeah, I don't know. It feels like they're wasting your time. Nancy, bottom line, it feels like they're wasting your time. If you're willing to sort of go forth, and if you don't mind communicating with them but not really getting anywhere, if you don't mind a little bit of being standoffish, that's going to be okay. But if you're looking for something serious long term, it looks like that they are wasting a bit of your time at the moment as far as, sort of getting into that. All right. Okay. So we have, what do we have? We have, let's see, will I get a call from the hiring manager and get hired? All right. Kristen wants to know, will I get a hot call from the hiring manager? We'll go for a 2-carder and see about the hiring manager. Well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. See if we're going to get a call or no. See if we're going to get a call or no. Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. That's sort of an interesting one, isn't it? It feels like no. It just feels like no. It feels like that this sort of not in the cards, no pun intended. It just feels like this Knight of Pentacles. I'm hanging on to what I have. I'm proud of what I have. And I'm being a little too picky. The Four of Pentacles, I'm holding on to what I have and not sharing at all. But again, I'm being a little too picky. So there you go. L, I did not skip you. If you want to know where you are in the queue, look at that. We got Kristen. We got Ms. M. We just did Ms. M. Now we got Diana, which it missed. Diana. And then we got L. So L, you are in the queue there. Yeah. Feels like they're being too picky. Feels like they want to hold on to what they have. It feels like they don't want to share. So I don't know. All right. Oh, let's go. So we'll skip to L here. L wants to know where they're in the queue. L, we're going to bump you up to next. How's that? L will bump you up to next. L, what's coming toward me in Love Matters? L, let's see about that. Love coming in. Diana, your question was not answered. Diana, you are in the queue. Diana, you are here, but on my screen you are here. So I got you, Diana. Everybody got to chill out. Everybody got to chill out a little bit. We got you in the queue. I never forget anybody. We got you in the queue. I'm a Virgo, so I'm obscenely observant. All right, I like the interactive list. Well, technically it's not interactive, but you know, you can point to it, I guess. I'm sort of interacting. It doesn't interact back, you know what I mean? All right. Vanessa, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? All right, let's see about this. What is coming towards me in Love Matters for L? Well, you know what? We got a little hearts. So sort of see what is going to happen with that love. Oh, look at these beautiful cards. Ciro Marchetti, I'm just saying, Ciro Marchetti. I think you have somebody coming in. We have the Emperor here. We have all of that. High Priestess being reversed. Yeah. Sort of a casual thing. It's not like something that's going to be just huge, something just devastating, something that's going to be the soulmate arrival or whatnot. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is interesting. It's like that. The universe recognizes that you've had some difficulty with love, basically. With love, we've had some difficulty. It's almost like a little bit too casual. We're still staying on the casual vein is whatnot. The Emperor, but we do have sort of an Aries sort of coming in, and a bit of this Aries feel where they're just sort of in charge. They don't really stick with anything for very long. They are very sort of a job hopper, more or less, but they're really good at sort of what they do. They're really good at sort of employment or whatnot. The Two of Wands says that they are a bit casual. Bottom line, a bit casual. Domain is sort of an interesting card here, especially next to the Emperor. It sort of doubles up on that feel of control. So they're a little bit too controlling, but again, it's a very good, positive, casual relationship and whatnot. Sort of indicated by the Nine of Pentacles. Sort of, again, the universe recognizes that you've had some difficulty with love. We've had some sort of things come up, and you know, overall, it'll be a little bit on the better side, but still on the casual side as well. High Priestess being reversed is sort of interesting. It's sort of like it pushes it out a little bit, almost like we're looking at like February-ish for the connection to happen. So whatnot. There you go. Still dealing with hurt feelings, disappointment, lingering resentment about a friendship breakup from 3 years ago. Let's see, to answer your question, how are you? All right, healing process. Let's see, Virgos are analytical and never miss a thing. I don't miss anything. That is really annoying. I can hear people talking about, back when I was like young, I could hear people talking about me from like a good distance away. All right. Let's see. Now we are on Diana. Diana and love. What has happened for Diana? Let's see about that by going to here and grabbing a good love card. A great love card would be the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot. That is how it's going to be. A little bit of that Mons Tarot action. Elle, you're quite welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hopefully you saw the magic trick earlier. If you didn't, go back and watch the video, see a little bit of magic. You know what I mean? A little bit of magic. I only do one trick nowadays. I'm kind of boring. I got to admit, I'm kind of boring on the magic lately. It happens, though. It happens. It happens to everybody. You know, you get performance anxiety. Ending soon, by the way. We're doing Diana, then Tabitha, that we're going to sneak out of here and see if there's any Monday Night Football. If not, I'll go work on my new book. By the way, if you haven't seen the new project up in here, we have a new book coming soon. It's this book right here. This is one page. It's going to be huge. It's a big, thick 8.5 by 11, huge 8.5 by 11 book. And it is full color, and it uses the color. We have a lot of color. We have a lot of detail. Everything of my 1,100 videos jammed into one book. I'm just saying, 1,100 videos is a lot to go through. You could just get one book and you have everything right there in full color, massive tome of a book. All right, let's see about this. What is coming for us in love? Three of Swords is not exactly the best thing. I mean, we're looking at sort of a short-term relationship possibility here with the Seven of Cups. I think that you're, okay, here you have a weird situation coming, Diana. You have a weird situation coming where you have almost like how many pages you're intending? 200, over 200 pages. It's going to be huge. Like it's going to be just intimidatingly huge. Okay, so Diana, you have a situation where you're going to run into two people at once. All right. You're going to run into somebody. They have a lot of possibilities. They have sort of an interaction that you really think is positive. You think it's fun. Let's sort of get into this and have a little fun with this. You're sort of going along with that. And then you meet somebody who's like better. You meet somebody who's actually better, like much better. And you're thinking, well, crap. I started this over here, and now I have this possibility over here. So you have this weird Three of Swords, Seven of Cups interaction. Too many choices and heartbreak within one of those. And you almost feel like maybe I want to be a kid again. You know, maybe I want to be a teenager again and have two relationships running at once. You know, one of those things, you know, that's not going to work well when we're older, but you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, you have the moon. Bottom line, I think that you settle down with one particular person, but you feel terrible. It's like I have to break up with this person. I just met him. We're getting along great. I feel really connected to this person, but the new person is so much better. It's like I have no idea what to do. So you feel this success, but it's too much too soon. It's like when it rains, it pours kind of feeling, and you feel really awkward in the entire situation. But that is coming up for you in love, Diana. Enjoy it and have fun with that. You get to be like the teenager once again, you know, maybe run two relationships at once. I can't imagine doing that when now, like when I'm a little older. It's kind of weird. You have 15 oracles and 8 tarot decks. Marina, you are dedicated. Marina, you are dedicated. That's for sure. All right. Let's see. Tabitha, TM, wants to know love by New Year. We're into Cancer. Let's see about that. How that is going to go. Love by the New Year. So we'll just go love for the New Year. How about love for the New Year? Love by the New Year. That's a really short time. That's like a week. That's like a week. So we're going Tabitha. I'm gonna alter your question. Just say love for the New Year. There you go. Tarot decks are an addiction. Tarot decks and board games. I'm into board games too, and I'll admit I have a board game problem. I have a tarot deck problem too, but I have a board game problem. I mean, you know, you only live once. You only live once. So, you know what I mean? You only live once. So here's my board game. Okay, well, actually, you get to see my board game problem. Here, we can turn the camera around. And there you go. You can see my board game problem. So I have Gloomhaven set up. So I have the Gloomhaven box over here. And then we have my characters over here, and we have the deck over there. We got the board there, and then there's the box over there. So yeah, I'm set up. I reuse this room. I reuse the room to play games. So, you know, okay. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Yeah, indeed. All right, love for the new year. We're going to expand it again into the entire new year. You have the Queen, you have the Six, you have the Hanged Man. I think, okay, bottom line, the first person that you meet, I think you friend zone them. I think you're intimidated by somebody. You meet somebody, you're like, I have no idea what to do with this person. I think you just end up just friend zoning them just out of a default. They got a lot of weird sort of aspects to them, but they're cool. I think you want to hang out with them more and more as you learn about them and whatnot, but you definitely sort of friend zone them almost immediately. Deborah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So you have that Queen of Swords, that little bit of an evil feel. I got to be mean. I got to friend zone this particular person. The Six of Cups is sort of a friendly connection card. It's not really a lovey-dovey card. The Six of Cups could be family as well, but in this case, I think it's friend because we have sort of this mean aspect of I feel weird and awkward, but I'm going to end up having to friend zone this person. I think that you end up regretting that in the long term. Almost seems like that when you meet a person, they do have a couple of awkward traits. Give them a second chance, maybe a third chance. The Hanged Man, we change our opinion. We see this person in a different light. All of a sudden, they have a lot of sort of aspects that would be really sort of positive. And the Queen of Coins says you have a good, strong, possible relationship with this particular person. It lasts most of the year, actually. So you're going to meet them and sort of be very wary of them. But bottom line, give them a second chance, give them a third chance. Let the Hanged Man sort of hit and go with that. I think if we friend zone them, again, it's going to be this really awkward situation to where they're not really going to know what to do, and then they're just going to sort of move on. If they move on and have somebody else, you're going to be kind of jealous of that. So definitely watch who you friend zone, especially near the beginning of the year, the first quarter. Going to be sort of an interesting aspect with that as well. So there we go. All right. So the last reading of the night is going to be for Deb. Should I fly and visit friends? And, will I be able to fly? Ooh, sort of interesting. See if we're going to have the COVID thing stopping us or whatnot. Did you see that guy that was kicked off because his 2-year-old wouldn't keep the mask on? It's like, well, what's going on with that? Oh, wow. That's pointed wrong. It's pointed wrong. I turned it around to see the board games, and now I regret it. Let's go with this one. Go with a little bit. No, it's not the Edgar. It's a little bit of the Playful Heart Tarot up in here. I'm just saying. Turned it around to see the board games, and then it went all wrong. And then I have a card that fell on the floor. I have a card that fell in between the cables. All right, so we'll do the jumpers. We are a traditional jumper fanatic. So there you go. That was terrible when he had her face covered. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. Oh man, everything is weird and wild now that we're doing the COVID thing. All the I guess for the next 10 years, who knows? Oh yeah. Watch that friend zone stuff. Okay, so will you be able to fly? Bottom line: 5 of Wands, Queen of Swords, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. No, it just looks like a no. We have a 6 of Wands, which does point to a success. So this is sort of a mixed blessing here. It's like we have the opportunity, more or less, the opportunity to get that done. Ace of Pentacles feels like that we don't have the actual implementation, just seems to go wrong. The High Priestess, something with the research, something with sort of getting it prepared goes wrong. It is not exactly going to be the most optimal thing. The Queen of Swords being sort of a negative aspect creeping into it. So we have a lot of good indicators that we are going to be able to do that, but then the Queen of Swords sort of hits. It's almost like the person's working behind a desk and they sort of inform you about something, but it feels like that you're not going to be able to fly at this particular time, that you're sort of planning with that. Again, the High Priestess, it feels like the research was good and then the research goes bad. So it sort of feels like it's flipped around and whatnot. And the Ace of Pentacles, that new adventure, that new ace, that getting that adventure and getting it going it feels like it's reversed and not really applicable for that. The other sort of thing here as well is I'm really looking for some flight cards. Knight of Swords would be fantastic for a flight card. The 8 of Wands, sort of another movement card, great with them flying in the air. I'm looking for anything sort of flying in the air. I just don't really see it. The one person that is sort of up in the air even a little bit is reverse. So I really don't see it. Really don't see it as far as this goes. Anyway, thank you for your question. I greatly appreciate it as always. And thank you for watching. I'm here every single night at 6:30 p.m. Central, and I will see you tomorrow.